audio coming through my headphones. But.
Check the mic. Hey, yo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like we had a technical difficulty and our audio was not coming from our headsets. It was coming from a camera, and we now have hopefully since corrected that. I will be popping out and handing it over here to Chris Allen. We've got a lot of catching up to do because it sounds like you haven't heard anything we've been saying, so I apologize for that, and we will be back. Keep talking, Chris.
All right, quick little recap of the game so far as Hanakini hits the ball to the second baseman, and the throw goes into the outfield. The Dutch girls put up 1 run so far in the first inning, now 2. They have first and second. Hermann jumped out to a 1-0 lead early in the game, but the Dutch girls managed to prevent any more damage. Now, Ari Robson comes up to the plate. The Dutch girls leading 2-1, runners on first and second. And she'll have a word with Coach Kopelman before this at-bat. Actually, she's going to talk to the umpire.
All right, so for those viewers that are tuned in with us now, I want to make an apology here real quick. I did not realize that we were having a microphone issue through our computer. We get set up right after school, and that must have been something that was just missed. The audio was coming through a camera that is outside the press box here, but now we have the audio set back up correctly. So in between innings here, we'll give you a recap of some things, but Chris, I'll turn it back over to you for play-by-play.
All right, here comes the pitch. It's going to be strike 1 on Ari Robson. We have a courtesy runner coming in for Hanakini over at first base. As Ariana Robson looks to extend the Dutch girls' lead as they still only have 1 out. A swinging strike 2 makes the count 0-2. Big situation here. They need her on base. Here comes the pitch. Fouled back. Did a good job of fighting that one off. It was high in the zone. Still 0-2 here.
So you got 5 strikes here. You can just hit minus.
Fouled back again.
So it should be 2.
Another pitch up in the zone. I might look for something low here after the Hermann pitcher went 2 balls up top.
Dutch girls have done a good job here early on getting bat to ball and making solid contact driving the ball.
Another 0-2 pitch on the way. Into play. Oh.
Wait.
The umpire calls the ball dead, but it looked to me like the catcher touched that in fair territory.
So what are we calling this here? Is it?
That was a dead ball. A foul ball is what the umpire called it. She was in play.
Definitely in play. Interesting. Okay. Well.
Here goes another 0-2 pitch as Ariana Robson continues to battle up at the plate. Hit into play again to the shortstop. She'll fire to first base for the out, but now Dutch girls have second and third, 2 outs.
And this game has had to start exactly the way that Coach Kopelman was hoping for. Aside from giving up that run in the top of the first, the Dutch girls have really responded here to take the lead back against a tough Hermann team. We did see Hermann earlier this season in the Jamboree, and Hermann did get the best of the girls in that Jamboree, but the Dutch girls come out today looking very, very good.
Lainey Moss takes a cut at the first pitch.
Lainey Moss, a junior infielder for these Dutch girls.
Second and third here. Single or any sort of ball in play that she could run out is going to give them a few more runs of insurance. Ooh, that's going to be a strike at the top of the zone. It's going to be 0-2 on Lainey Moss. She's got to be looking to protect here. 2 runners in scoring position. Don't want to leave those stranded. And the pitch. Swung and missed.
That's going to do it for the Dutch girls here in the bottom half of the first inning, but not before they're able to get 2 runs pushed across. So for the viewers that are still with us here, we apologize again for the technical error at the beginning where we did not have audio. With us today, we've got a great crew. Up here in the press box, you hear Chris Allen. This is his first time calling a live broadcast. So, Chris, how's it been so far? The beginning they couldn't hear you, but now they can hear you. How you doing?
I'm not doing too bad. Now I got a little experience. I didn't even realize, but
Yeah, absolutely. And then the scoreboard that you see on screen here is being operated by senior Ella Atkinson. Ella, very involved here at our high school with student council and Ella. What else are you in here at the OHS? NHS. FCCLA, DECA. Ella's involved in a little bit of everything. Ella was also our secret weapon in middle school whenever she was on the cross-country team. Tough as nails was Ella Atkinson. The camera that you see right here is Mr. Evan Boyer. He's helping us out with a camera. This is going to be a camera that's behind home plate, obviously, and can zoom around because it's being manned by somebody. This camera out here in center field, we're lucky because there's no air movement at all, and it is a bright sunny day with no chance for rain. So able to set the outfield camera up and have it, pointed here at home plate so you can get that angle that sort of looks like you're watching a Cardinal baseball game. So we got four people running the crew and 3 cameras set up here for you guys. This will be our camera once we get the ball in play that we'll switch to often.
here's the pitch from Hannah Keeney. Swung and missed by number 16 from Hermann. She's going to get ahead in the count 0-1.
And Hannah Keeney, she is a junior here at OHS. She's been the Dutch girl ace on the pitching staff here for quite a while now.
Another strike in there. 0-2. Be great for the Dutch girls to have a quick inning, get the bats back up.
She did a great job last inning, throwing lots of strikes, no free passes. The only blemish would have been a double hit by the leadoff hitter who was later brought in on a single to center field to Cam Ryerson.
After that ball's fouled back, we're going to have another 0-2 pitch here. Fouled back again. Number 16 for the Bearcats is going to be
Olivia Whithouse.
Little fun fact, I actually have 2 cousins in the lineup today that go to Hermann.
Wow, small world. That just goes to show you how close these 2 towns really are.
Yep. Fouls back a third pitch.
I thought potentially that would land on the press box, but I guess we got a little further. Granted, if you're still tuned in with us, does the audio sound better now? I appreciate you getting in the chat and letting us know that something was wrong.
Ooh, nice off-speed pitch there. She gets the strikeout. 1 down for the Dutch girls.
I believe that's the first strikeout of the game for Keeney, too, correct?
Yes.
First out of the game was done in a pretty unique way for these Dutch girls, as first baseman Ryan Miller was able to cut the ball off and throw over to second base to get a runner trying to advance from first to second on a RBI single. Shea Abernathy was able to catch that and get the out at second.
I'm not too familiar with softball pitch names, but that looked to be, in baseball, what you'd call it, like a curveball. It might be a drop ball, or to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
It was something off speed, though.
Yeah.
Definitely got the batter fooled. A little off balance.
1-1 count here. It's going to be a ball high and outside, brings the count to 2-1. Number 5 for the Bearcats is up to bat, and that is Coraline Noble, a freshman. Ground ball to second base, fielded by Cabrin Kelly, and thrown to first for the out.
The Dutch girls look solid here in the early going. 2 outs here recorded now in the second inning, hoping to go down to the bottom of the second inning to do a little bit more damage. And just to give you a heads up where it left off,
Number 7, Allison Brown.
I think our last batter was Lainey Moss. Does that sound right?
Yes, Laney was our last batter. Swinging strike 1 for Hannah Keeney there.
So I think we're going to have Trinity Rossi leading things off, followed by Shea Abernathy.
0-1 pitch is fouled back. It's going to be 0-2. Hannah Keeney's getting ahead in these counts.
Yeah, that's a coach's dream right there. In softball, there is no pitch count restrictions like there are in baseball. So softball pitchers can really run the whole game if they want, pretty much every outing. But even still, hot daylight today, you want to get in and out of there as quickly as possible.
I agree. Count stays at 0-2. So the Bearcat batter fouls one back. Hannah grabs a little rosin, it looks like. Probably has sweaty hands with how warm it is.
Yeah, I've seen both pitchers do that quite a bit now. It's kind of interesting the differences between baseball and softball, because that would be a big no-no if you were on the baseball field. You can't grab that much rosin, I don't think, in between pitches, especially in high school baseball.
Yeah, she's going to it just about every pitch. It's a pretty small rosin bag. Another pitch comes in, swung and missed for the third out.
2 strikeouts in the inning is going to do it for the Bearcats as the Dutch girls head to the bottom of the first inning with a 2-1 lead. Let's go back to our most recent replay. I believe it was a hit by the Dutch girls, and that would be Claire Oswald in the first inning. She got the Dutch girls on the board first with the RBI double that you see right now that plated. Who batted? That would have been Ryan Miller, right?
That sounds correct. Yeah.
She got on base by an infield hit, I believe, to lead things off for the Dutch girls. And that is how the first run was scored. Dutch girls would later go on to get another run in the inning. Now we're going to see Trinity Rossi making her way to the plate, followed by Shea Abernathy. And how do you read this? I'm thinking that, is it Cabrin Kelly is going to be the designated hitter for?
That is how I read it, yeah. When I was going through the lineup,
I'm not sure exactly. It looks like Flex is written on the lineup card next to Cabrin. It says Flex, and then it says 1. So I'm assuming she's the hitter for the pitcher. And maybe when the pitcher comes out, she can sub back in?
I guess, because Hannah Keeney did bat last inning. It's designated pitcher on the lineup card, but she did hit last inning.
That's a good point. She did hit last inning. So I don't think Cabron would be hitting. I think it's going to go Trinity Rossi, Shea Abernathy back to the top of the lineup with Ryan Miller. I'm with you there. I'm wondering if there has to be a pitching change, that's why Kelly is listed there as a flex.
That would make sense.
I would imagine Hannah would be able to maintain her hitting spot, but maybe be able to come off the field. I guess time will tell. We'll see.
Senior Trinity Rossi is going to start it off here for the Dutch girls in the bottom of the second inning. And here comes the pitch. Swung at for strike 1. See if Rossi can get the Dutch girls a leadoff runner. Continue their success from last inning. Swinging strike 2, it's all right. See if she can continue that bat. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Put into play, foul play. It's going to stay 0-2.
Have you been to many softball games, Chris?
I have not. I actually have a cousin who's a freshman at Union this year. So I'm probably going to go to a few of her games, but
okay,
not too many. It's going to be a very low pitch for the
looks like she tried to throw something off speed there or something to me.
That's what it looked like.
Took something off of it, just wasn't able to get it over the plate.
Counts 1-2 here. Hit, it's going to get down in front of the shortstop.
Gotta be quick.
And she makes a nice play. Quick hands there as the Dutch girls get their first out.
Next up for the Dutch girls, number 15, Shea Abernathy.
Now batting for the Dutch girls is going to be Shea Abernathy. Okay.
All right, here comes the first pitch to Shea. It's going to catch the bottom of the zone. Start us off with an 0-1 count here.
Shea Abernathy is a sophomore here at OHS. She's also playing the field at shortstop.
Ooh, the second pitch of that bat's high and inside. It's going to bring us to 1-1. One count. Let's see if Shea can Give the Dutch girls a runner. Oh, that's going to be another high ball all the way to the backstop. 2-1 here.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how long the pitchers are able to run in this one today with it being warm like this. I have to imagine, some of the reason for the wild pitches there has to be, sweaty hands like you were mentioning earlier, I would bet.
Swinging strike 2 here. Brings us to 2-2. Softball really has the opposite problem baseball does. We start off in the very cold weather and end off in close to 90 degrees most of the time. They
do the opposite. You're right.
Yeah. Oh, low and inside. Called strike
there.
3 there.
Next up,
2
the
outs.
Dutch girls, number 7.
And the Dutch girls are back to the top of the lineup with number 7, Ryan Miller.
Ryan reached last time on an infield hit to the shortstop. It was just hit slow enough, had a little bit of a bounce to it, and she was able to beat it out. Good.
Showing bunt, pulls back.
She looks to have good speed to me. She got down the line really quick, and if she's going to be, showing bunt, maybe a little bit of a slap hitter, it would make sense that she's got, good speed, good athleticism getting down the line.
Yeah, she's been stepping up in the box as the pitch comes, which a lot of lefties do in softball.
Very different from baseball.
She does it again, shows bunt. 1-1 count here. 2 outs for the Dutch girls. Let's see if they can start a 2-out rally. One pitch on the way. Called strike on the outside of the plate.
She's going to have to battle now. The Hermann pitcher here, number 10, which we might have said earlier before we had our audio worked out, is Taylor Carver. She really throws for some good velocity, and these Dutch girls have done a good job getting bat to ball so far this game, but she could definitely blow one by somebody.
Fouled back.
Miller seems to have good hand-eye coordination as well. She seems to, be able to get the ball in play, and that's a big part of the battle. So get the ball in play in softball, and even if you hit it soft somewhere, if you're fast, you definitely got a chance.
I've never tried it, but I would think it'd be difficult to get to an outside pitch if you're moving forward in the box, and that's where that strike 3 is pitched at.
Yeah, because you're moving and you're trying to reach. That you're right. That would be very, very tough. So as a pitcher, I would imagine a lot of them are trying to paint that outside corner.
That's what I would think.
All right, we moved to the top of the third. We're moving right along here. It's been a pretty clean game so far. I do believe there was one error in the bottom of the first by the Bearcats.
Yes, the second baseman overthrew the shortstop on a potential double play ball, which I'd imagine double plays.
Oh, it has to be rare in softball.
Yeah, with how quick you've got to be.
Absolutely. A couple of bits of information here. If you are an Owensville fan, we do have a volleyball tournament that's taking place in Cape Girardeau this weekend. The Dutch girls are traveling down there for the Dig for Life tournament. Our cross-country teams are going to be running this weekend. The high school cross-country team will be running at Tolton, which is actually the state cross-country course. And then the middle school cross-country team is going to be traveling out to Lynn, Missouri for the 47th annual Lynn Invitational. The football team plays tomorrow night away at Eldon. The football team has a lot of away games early in the season before they start playing their home games here at home. One thing to note, it looks like we have a pitching change.
Yep, Cabrin Kelly, it appears, is on the mound.
Yeah, so we got a different pitcher here. Cabrin was listed in that flex spot. Now I'm curious. I wonder, so in high school baseball, you have one
Re-enter.
And I wonder if at some point, well, now I'm very confused. Now it looks like Hannah's walking back out. Hannah's going to go back to the mound.
That's what it looks like. Cabrin was not playing the field, was she? Or
No.
She might have. Yeah, she was not.
We had a really interesting situation one time. This was before you got into high school. Were you one of our managers on the team, Chris, whenever Briar Bogle was a senior?
No, that would have been the year before I was a manager, but.
Okay. Well, the year Briar Bogle was a senior, we played a game at Pacific, and it turned out to be a marathon of a game. Briar did not have the best start on the mound. He was my starting pitcher, and I ended up having to pull him, but he still had pitches left. And I went with another pitcher, and Briar actually came to the bench at the time, and the game went into extra innings, and Breyer re-entered the game as a pitcher, which you don't really see happen often. You don't see a pitcher come out and then come back in. But that was the situation that day, and we did end up winning that game, it was just a marathon of a game, but that was a unique situation. I was kind of wondering if being listed in that flex position would allow you to be able to come out and back in as a pitcher.
You want to talk about a long game? I think you broadcasted some of our game against Hermann this past year.
Oh, my gosh, that was a long one. You are not wrong.
I don't think we got out of here till 8 o'clock or 8:30 with a 4:30 start time. Fouled back. The count's 1-1 here on the leadoff batter.
Number 1 for Hermann is Penny Kramer. She's a sophomore. Getting a start today.
1-1 pitch here. Hit hard to the shortstop.
Good play by Shea Abernathy as she's able to get it across the diamond to Ari Robson.
Which looks like they did a little more defensive changes. Our first baseman went to third. Ari Robson entered the game. And Lainey Moss, who was playing third, I believe, is at second base. So
Yeah, definitely got some movement. It looks like the only person who stayed in the same spot on the infield was
Shea, I believe.
Shea, and I guess Claire Oswald, if you consider catcher part of the infield, which I don't know what else you considered, I guess.
The outfield stayed the same, so whoever was playing second must have came out of the game.
Ball was tapped by the batter there, just went foul. Oswald did a good job jumping up, trying to get to that ball. Batter right now is number 6, Harper Priest. She's an 11th grader, junior.
That's going to be a ball low, 1-2 count here. Dutchman infielders, especially the third baseman, are playing shallow.
Maddox Parker jumps in the chat. What's up, Mr. T? Hey, Maddox, what's up with you? Hope all's going well for you at college. Maddox was one of our TV studio students last year. He was our home football drone flyer, and he was a real maverick of the skies here at GCR2 campus. Miss you, Maddox, and hope all's well.
Another 1-2 pitch on the way here. Fouled past the third base line again.
Third base coach makes good play. Shout out to the coaches that are out there making plays on the field. Coach Kemp, he used to always give me so much crap because if there was a ball that was hit down the line, I was always trying to make a play on it. Coach Kemp could have like a missile hit just to his left, and he wouldn't even move. No flinch.
He got smoked at the Woodbat tournament this year.
Oh, did he really?
Yep.
I bet he loved that. Ball's put into play.
The shortstop, and Shea makes another quick play. 2 outs for the Dutch girls here in the top of the third inning.
You know, last year I believe it was Allie Daniels that played shortstop a lot. And this year, Shea Abernathy looks to be a very sharp fielder out there, fielding her position very, very well.
Nobody on here for the Bearcats, 2 outs. It's been a pretty quiet game since that first inning.
Ball's hit right back to the backstop, I guess. I thought it was going to get closer to the dugout, but it did not. Foul ball.
0-1 count. This is the leadoff hitter, I think, for Hermann. It's going to be a low ball there. 1-1 count. Dutch girls still have 2 outs here in the top of the third inning.
You can see the fans there fanning. It is hot.
Ball in play to the pitcher, Hanakini, as she throws the ball to Ari Robson at first for the third out.
Nice quick inning there. We'll give you a little information here about some of the graduated Dutch girls that I know about from last year and how they're doing in college right now. If you were a soccer fan, Lily Reed is having a great start to her collegiate career. She scored a hat trick the other night whenever they took on East Central, or 2 goals.
No, she scored 2 hat tricks now.
Oh, on the season?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I knew she had one earlier in the season. Can you remind me, what is the name of the school that she ended up going to?
Kaskaskia.
Kaskaskia. It's just over the bridge there in St. Louis in Illinois. So congratulations to Lily Reed on a great start to her soccer career in college. Also, might remember name Eileen Limberg. She is running at Maryville, and she took first place in her first collegiate cross-country race. We've seen a lot of that here whenever she was in Owensville. Very proud of Eileen. And shout out to all the Dutch girls and Dutchmen that are playing in college right now. Those are two that I know that are playing this fall. I know once we get to the winter seasons, you will hear about Anna Finley. She's at Missouri S&T. I do believe that she suffered potentially a knee injury or something, if I remember correctly. I don't know that she's going to be playing at least right out the gates at S&T to start this year. But also Emma Daniels graduated 2 years ago. She is a Columbia Cougar in Columbia at Columbia College, and she is entering her second year. Columbia College had a very great season last year. Emma got to be part of a really awesome team, so really proud of them. And then Allie Daniels, she is also playing, and for some reason right now, the name of the college that she is at is slipping my mind. Do you remember?
That's Ottawa.
Ottawa. That's in Kansas, right?
Yep.
So good luck to Allie Daniels.
This would be Anna Finley's senior year, I believe, right? She graduated a year before. Dutch girls start off with a base hit up the middle from Cam Ryerson.
And Cam Ryerson, she got a lot of that one.
Next up is number 3.
So leadoff batter here for the Dutch girls as the number 3 hole hitter, Claire Oswald, comes up to the plate.
Claire's the one who hit that big double last time off the bat. Looked like it had a chance to get out. One hop the fence. She's the one who got the Dutch girls on the board. Let's see if she's able to add to that lead.
Pitch on the way.
Ryerson.
Be a ball high as Ryerson steals second without a sure throw. The shortstop was late to go over to the base.
Looks like the Dutch girls have been taking advantage of anytime they got a runner on first, getting down to second base. That's the second or third time they've done that today.
That ball is hit far but out of play down the first base side. 1-1 count here with a runner on second for Claire Oswald.
I want to give a shout out to Road to Racer earlier, giving us a compliment about the different angles. I shouted it out whenever I first saw it, but you wouldn't have been able to hear us. Between Road to Racer and Locust, they were both messaging me and letting me know, hey, something's wrong with the audio. So Road to Racer, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for
1-1 pitch is skied into the air to the second baseman. She camps out under it and makes the play. 1 out here, still got a runner in scoring position for the Dutch girls.
Dallas Miller step into the plate now. Dallas is a sophomore, so you're going to be hearing probably a lot about these Miller girls, as you got Dallas and Ryan, sophomore and freshman here, making a difference at the top of the lineup for the Dutch girls.
Ooh, that's going to be a strike. Inside part of the plate, Cam Ryerson steals third base without a throw. Looks like a little confusion on the Bearcat infield so far.
All right, so a ball in play here is going to make it a great opportunity for the Dutch girls to get their third run across the board. So Dallas is going to try to put this thing in play, and she does.
It's a base hit to right field. Cam Ryerson will score, making it a 3-1 ball game.
The Millers have come out today, swinging hot sticks and helping this Dutch girl team jump out to a 3-1 lead here in the 4th inning. Bottom of the 3rd inning. I think we're 1 inning off here. It's bottom of the 3rd.
Hannah Keeney, the original starting pitcher and now designated hitter, steps up to the plate with the runner on first, 1 down.
Well, I think didn't she end up staying in the game pitching?
Oh, she did, yeah.
Cabron came out.
Cabron came out, but then she switched back out, so she still is pitching. Fouls that ball off on the right side. 0-1 count here.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have to check the YouTube channel out here soon. We've got a new podcast, Foul Play. Chris is one of the members of that podcast, and they talk about professional, collegiate, high school, all kinds of sports.
Strike lone inside there. Yep, we filmed our technically second episode yesterday.
Yep, I got that uploaded today. I've got to get it officially posted, but it is on YouTube right now. You guys will probably be able to find that tomorrow morning, I'd imagine. Hannah seems to be just a little bit behind here, Chris, but she is all over it, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, she's fouled several off here, but in an 0-2 count.
So if you're the catcher here, you call another fastball, or do you think she's going to call something off speed?
She just went up with that pitch. the Hermann pitcher may not have a great feel for the off speed, which is probably why we're not seeing it that much. Ball's caught. Runner gets caught off the base at first, and they're going to double her up.
Yeah, can't really blame Dallas there at first. She was trying to be aggressive on the base pass because if that gets over shortstop's head, I imagine she's trying to make a way to third. But ball was hit sharply, line drive. Nice job by the Dutch girls plate in that third run here this inning. If you're interested in the drama department here at OHS, the drama club is going to be doing their musical this fall, as they always do. In November, you can see Into the Woods, directed by Adrian Gonzalez and the OHS Drama Club. Make sure you come out, be in the small gym here at the high school. They've got a great cast and crew. I think it'll be a good time. I'm very fortunate I get to be the sound guy for that, so I will be at a lot of those performances as well.
Hannah Keeney's heading back out to the mound for a third inning of work.
Yeah, and what can you say about Hannah's performance so far in this game, Chris?
I mean, she's been getting ahead. She's been throwing strikes. Got a few strikeouts that last inning, but besides that, forcing weak contact. Aside from that leadoff double, the Bearcats really haven't squared her up all too much.
Yeah, as a coach, the flow of the game has been really well. You know, this game started little bit after 4:30, maybe 4:31, 4:32, I think was first pitch, and we are now at 5:20. We are already about to reach the midway point of this one, so this game is moving along quickly. I feel like you see that a lot in softball games. It seems like baseball games are ones that can be very, very long at times.
Yeah, I don't ever really expect a game to take less than probably 2 hours for the most part. She gets ahead there with the first pitch. That looked like it may have been off speed.
Yeah, a 2-hour baseball game is one that, you know, pitchers were throwing strikes, defenses were making plays. And in high school baseball, to get that combination from both teams is sometimes difficult.
Fouled back. Hannah Keeney gets ahead in the count 0-2 here. Continuing to fill up the zone.
For anybody watching this at a later date, wondering what exactly is the temperature here, we got 90 plus today. So pretty hot day for a September day, but I believe after this week, temps are supposed to come back down.
I was looking at the weather today. It'll be 95 tomorrow, and then in the 90s all the way till next Wednesday, which is what all my phone went out to. I didn't look ahead of that.
Okay, so we got mid-90s through middle of next week at least?
Yeah.
We had some cool days, last week, and it really felt like fall.
Off-speed pitch there is hooked down the line. Fair ball. She's going to go for 2, holds up. It's going to be a single, leadoff single for the Bearcats here.
Left fielder number 7 for the Dutch girls, which is Ryan Miller. She did a good job getting to that ball quickly and getting that ball back in to hold the runner to just a single. So great job by Ryan there.
Hermann will send a player out of the dugout to go get that ball, setting past the left field fence. All right, here comes the 0-0 pitch. It's going to be a ball high on number 10 for the Bearcats, which is going to be Taylor Carver, who is a sophomore. It's going to catch the outside of the zone. Hermann still has a runner at first. 1-1 count here. Here's the pitch. Ball just off the plate. 2-1 count.
Went and grabbed a copy of the Hermann lineup because I want to see where we were at in the lineup here. Chris, have you been able to catch her number yet?
Number 10. It was Taylor Carver.
Oh, okay. So this is a starting pitcher. She's also the 3-hole hitter. As that one sneaks past
Outfielder
Abernathy.
gets it in quick, but the runner still advances to second as the ball gets past the cut there.
So now we're heading to the cleanup hitter of this Bearcat team here, with the Bearcats having a chance to do some big damage here.
Yeah, it looked like the pitcher there at second base as she gets a courtesy runner. The Bearcats will have second and third, nobody out with the cleanup up to bat. This would be a big, if the Dutch girls can manage to get out of here without giving up a run or at least limiting damage, that'd be big.
Yeah, this is a spot where your back's kind of against the wall, and you got to have either some strikeouts or some defensive plays. Hopefully we get a combination of both.
First pitch to that bat, hit to right field. Runner at third's going to tag. Throw from Rossi is on the money, just a tad late.
Make it 3-2, so great job by Rossi. She got to that ball, she got underneath of it, and got the throw home, and it was on the money. But, man, I bet throwing people out in softball is probably tough.
It's got to be. The ball's bigger, you can't throw it as hard. Shorter distance for the runners to cover.
Great effort by senior Rossi out in right field.
Runner on second still. Interesting to see she didn't tag along with the runner at third. First pitch is fouled off to the right side.
It looks like the runner on second is number 11, Taylor Grotwheel. She is a freshman, and she came in as a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Carver. So she's just fresh into the game.
0-1 pitch here. Lined off the glove of the third baseman. The runner's going to be held up at third. The Bearcats are going to have first and third, one out.
That would be Ryan Miller, right?
Off of Ryan. No, that would be
Dallas.
Dallas.
Caroline Noble.
All right, so it's a first and third situation here for the Bearcats. Coming up to bat now is the number 6 hitter. I think it was Caroline Noble, number 5.
Pitch is fouled over by the Dutch girls' dugout as Ari Robson gives it a chase but isn't quite able to reach it. 0-1 here. Hermann coach is calling out signs from the third baseline. 0-1 pitch. Line down the third baseline, and the runners are going to be held up at first and second, but the Bearcats do score that run. 3-3 now here in the top of the fourth inning.
So the Bearcat bats have really come alive here against Keene. I wonder if we will see a pitching change at some point moving forward. Number 7 hitter here, Allison Brown, steps in.
Keene gets ahead in the count 0-1 as number 12 for the Bearcats swings through that one.
You know, Keeney's done an excellent job throwing strikes, all game. It just seems like this inning the Bearcats have started to time it up and, put the ball where we're not.
There's a nice off-speed pitch there. Got the hitter off balance, swung over top of it. Let's see if she can continue to have some variety. 0-2 pitch. Popped out.
That ball's going to go into the stands, I believe caught by a resident of Gerald, Missouri. Have you ever been watching Cardinal games and heard Chip Kelly do that?
No.
Oh, my gosh. He does it every foul ball to the stands. He's not every foul ball, but he does it throughout the game, usually a couple times. He'll just make up a town and say that the fan that called it was from.
Fouled back again, nearly the same spot, just a little further, as I didn't hear the clank of the bleachers.
He got me the first few times he did it because I was like, how on earth does he know where these people are from? And then it finally clicked. I'm like, oh, he's just making that up. But, yeah, if you watch a Cardinal baseball game and you hear Chip Carey say, hey, and that guy is from Owensville, Missouri, he doesn't actually know that. You'll notice it now, Chris.
Yeah, fouled off again, 0-2.
Cardinals aren't much to watch right now.
Yeah, now that college football's back, I've been watching the Mizzou games.
Yeah?
Bigger games, but not too many Cardinal games.
Well, I can tell you this. You haven't missed out on a whole ton.
That's going to be swinging strike 3, but no. I'm not exactly. She must have foul tipped that. I didn't hear it, but it's got to be the only explanation there.
Yeah. I also did not hear it, so.
Count remains 0-2. First and second here for the Bearcats. Fouled off again. Number 12 is putting up quite the at-bat. Count stays 0-2. We'll see if...
Strikeout would be huge here as the Dutch girls are trying to get to the bottom half of this fourth.
Here's the pitch from Hanakini. Fouled back again.
Number 12 here, Allison Brown, number 7 hole hitter, is really battling here.
Keeney grabs some rosin. And here comes another pitch. It's going to be a ball low.
After throwing, 5 or 6 strikes in a row, first ball comes across.
First ball of the at-bat. We've seen a couple from both sides of those fairly low pitches, so they might be trying to throw the same type. That ball is hit to right field.
Foul.
Going to be foul by about 2 feet. Lucky for the Dutch girls, the right fielder was definitely not quite going to be able to make it to that. That would have definitely scored a run. Keeney fires. It's going to be a ball high.
Heck of a bat here for Allison Brown. She's seeing at least her 6th or 7th pitch, I would imagine.
I would say at least. That's a 2-2 count.
She's had several foul balls.
Another foul ball down the first base line. Yeah, with pitch count not being as much of an issue, it's not as taxing on the Dutch girls staff, but still mentally to throw 10 pitches in an at-bat.
Yeah.
You're bound to make a mistake after a while. There we go.
Gets the strikeout. Big pitch there from Keeney. Gets a second out of this 4th inning the Dutch girls are trying hard to get out of.
2 outs here for the Bearcats. 1st and 2nd still. Let's see if the Dutch girls can get out of here with a tie ball game. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. 0-1 is the count. As the first base coach tries to give the batter a little advice.
Looks like Kramer's playing left field for these Bearcats.
That's going to be strike 2 called on the outer third of the plate. 0-2 count here. We've seen lots of those this game, but the Bearcats have done a good job of fouling the ball off and keeping the at-bat alive. It's going to be outside into the left-handed batter's box. 1-2. That pitch is going to be fouled off. It's going to hit the umpire. Batter's going to go over to the third base coach and give the umpire a little time to recover. 1-2 count here still.
Hello, Mr. Miller. We were good until the sun got there.
All right, here we go. 1-2 count. Let's see if Keeney can get the Dutch girls out of this inning. Fouled
Be
back.
ripped right back here towards us again. Seen a lot of foul balls this inning. Bearcats are really battling up there. I wonder if, similar to baseball, your second, third time through the batting order, you start to get a better feel for timing. I wonder if they're starting to get a better timing on Keeney's pitches here.
Yeah, it appears to be. They have not had very many short at-bats. She's gotten into lots of 0-2 counts, but they've managed to stretch them out. Can we see the pitch count over there for Keeney?
We stopped keeping track of the pitch count earlier.
I'd have to imagine it's
got to be climbing, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Ooh, 1-2 pitch misses just high. That looked like a off-speed pitch there.
It looked like she took a little off there, kind of get her off balance, and hopefully she comes back with some velocity and able to pump one by her. We'll see.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As the Hermann batter drills one into center field.
And it's caught by Ryerson right at the fence. Save what potentially would have been 2 runs for sure, maybe 3 if it snuck over. Maybe robbed a home run there. I'm not 100% sure. Look, maybe a little short, but Dutch Girls are able to get out of it, keep it a 3-3 ball game as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. We've seen a lot of good things from both sides so far this game, and one thing that we have not seen, knock on wood, we haven't seen any walks. Every bat has been competitive. We've seen good defense on both sides of the ball, too.
That's true. I can't tell you a baseball game I remember that we went to the bottom of the 4th and neither team had got 1 walk.
Yeah, it's nice, especially from a viewer's perspective, whenever the game is able to move along like that, and it's a tip to the pitchers of both teams, as they've done a great job of, keeping competitive at bats throughout. So it looks like number 10, Taylor Carver, is going to make her way back out to the mound here for the rubber for the Bearcats. Our scoreboard operator here and scoreboard bookkeeper here in the press box, Miss Crystal Eli, says that Hannah's at 77 pitches? 75 pitches through 4 innings. So I think that last inning, you could probably chalk 10-plus up to foul balls. Wouldn't you think, Chris?
At least. I'd say that one girl had easily a 10, 12 pitch at bat.
Absolutely. It's quite a lot.
We'll see how much longer she stays in this game. Up to bat to lead off the inning is going to be Ari Robson, junior, number 18. Tie ball game.
Ari'd been playing first base that last inning. It was a switch earlier in the game because we had a Miller over at first base at one point.
It's going to be a ball inside, 1-0 to lead off the at-bat. Hermann pitcher grabs the rosin. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Hit to the shortstop and caught.
That's what we call an Adam ball. He hit it right at him. I think I played like MVP Baseball 2002 or something like that, and that was like the go-to phrase. An Adam ball. Oh, boy.
1 out here as Laney Moss steps up to the plate.
You see, Chris, back in our day, the video games, they had limited dialogue. They had an Adam ball, and I remember every time there was an error, it was, and he botches it. I heard that quite a bit, too.
I used to play Wii Baseball, but I don't remember there being much audio in that. And then I played MLB The Show.
Yeah.
Which is a little better.
I haven't played one of the MLB shows in a few years.
Fouled back, brings the count to 0-2.
Are they still pretty good?
MLB The Show, I haven't bought one since 2023, I think was the last one I bought.
Okay.
0-2 count on Laney Moss here.
She's going to go down swinging for the second out of the inning.
Next batter for the Dutch Girls, number 1, Trinity Rossi.
Trinity Rossi made a great play in right field last inning. Secure, I believe it was either the first or the second out, wasn't it, Chris?
I think it was the first, yep.
She came up throwing, made a great throw to home, just a little bit late. She steps into the plate, fouls the first one off here.
One of 2 seniors in the Dutch Girls lineup tonight. 0-1, 2 outs. Let's see if the Dutch Girls can start a 2-out rally here. It's going to be a ball up in the zone, brings the count to 1-1. One pitch on the way. Hit up in the air by the third base dugout and caught by the Hermann third baseman for the 3rd out of the inning.
Got the baseball coach up here in the press box with us, and he was giving some props to that third baseman there for making a great play up against the fence. That's one of those plays, as a player, you got to have your eyes on the ball, but you got to have your hand out to find where the fence is. And she did a good job of doing both of those things there. Coach Kemp, the Dutchman baseball coach up here, says he wishes his as baseball boys, were less afraid of fences. Which, thinking of fences, brings me to one of my favorite memories. It would have been, I think, 2022, Ethan Reed going back for a very hard-hit ball in Union, crashing into the fence, making the catch, and I'll never forget as I jogged out to left field to check on him after that, the first thing he said to me as I got to him to make sure that he was okay was he had a little, goose egg on his forehead. He said, "Does it look cool, Coach?" It's like, yeah, Ethan, you look cool, man.
My freshman year, we played in Steelville, and Jaden Gerleman ran into the fence pretty hard in center field. He was all right. The fence might have had a little dent. I wouldn't want to get ran into him by center field, but
no. And Jaden was the kind of guy that he'd run through a brick wall. It felt like, and not only would he run through a brick wall, but he would do it very quickly because he was a fast runner. Jaden just graduated last year.
4.6740.
Coach Kemp says 4.6740, which is about 3 seconds faster than me on the 40, probably. I'd like to think I'm faster than a 740. I'm not that old yet. Coach Kemp, he's been wanted to have a pitching strikes contest with me, but that's a contest that he would not win, ladies and gentlemen.
Didn't you just have a student think you were 40?
Coach Kemp is entering the chat.
we're going to have a new pitcher here for these Dutch girls. Cabron Kelly takes Hanakini's position.
All right, going back to that pitching strikes thing, we also put a speed limit in there, which Coach Arian would not be able to hit, which is 70 miles an hour.
Hey, listen, Greg Maddox, he had a fantastic career.
He threw 88 miles an hour.
Okay, true, but I still got you. I think I can throw more strikes than you, Kemp. You put it on the books. You tell me when we're doing it.
At this point, I might be able to throw more strikes left-handed than you. Been out of it so long.
No. Trust me, that's like riding a bike. You don't lose that. At least I don't, anyways. All right, Cabron digs in here. Gonna throw high on that one. Move the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. All right, Coach Kemp, since we got you on the mic here, I got to ask you, what is your favorite difference between softball and baseball?
How fast it is.
It is.
It's so much more condensed, so the plays and everything go and get over so much faster. They just fly around.
Absolutely. And, when there's good defense and pitchers throwing strikes, as we have our first walk here, the game does move very, very quickly in softball. There's no doubt about that.
First walk there, first 3-ball count even, I think, on the day.
I'm not going to lie, last year my favorite time was whenever Chase was pitching because the game would get over in about hour 45.
Yeah, when you have a person that can pump strikes, it makes a big, big difference.
Plus, most of the time he was going against the other team's ace, so there's a lot of strikes everywhere.
Yeah.
We were talking about that Hermann game a little while before you came up here.
That was awful. That was absolutely awful.
Yeah, that was a marathon.
40 degrees, raining, windy, felt like freezing rain.
Missed just a little high here to the leadoff batter.
1-1 count, nobody out. Runner on first for the Bearcats.
Delilah Noble, she
Smoke
sends
of
one to
center
center field.
Good catch by Cam.
Yeah, right at Cam. Cam has caught everything that's been hit to her so far today. That's Cam Ryerson.
She made a great play the end of the last inning on defense, too, going back toward the wall. Caught it just a couple steps in front of it.
Yeah, I was wondering, had she not caught that, was that ball getting out? Or
I think that's hitting the base or the middle of the wall, but I don't think it had enough height to get out.
Okay, that's kind of what we had thought in here, but it definitely saved at least 2 runs because those runners on first and second were probably definitely going to score, I would imagine.
Yeah, especially with 2 outs off with the pitch and off with the hit.
Yeah.
It's definitely a frustrating feeling as a batter, hitting a line drive right to an outfielder, but Dutch girls will get the first out of the inning.
Chris knows that feeling pretty well. He hits a lot of line drives.
Lining out, you can't do anything about it, but
We got a chance for 2 here. Oh. Get the lead runner out at second.
brings us to 2 down here. Runner on first for the Bearcats still.
That's one of those close transitions that gets a little dicey. it's a little dicey.
Yes. Maybe a spot where you just want to take it yourself.
Absolutely. I think just 1 or 2 steps away, just take it yourself and try to get the person at first.
Foul ball out of play towards the first base side. On 1 count here.
You know, you got to tip your hat to Cabrin. She's coming in. She's done a great job so far here in this top of the 5th inning.
1-1 count on. You see the number on the batter right now?
Number 10, it'd be the 2-hole hitter.
That'd be their pitcher, number 10.
Oh,
Little low throw by the third baseman, unable to be picked by Ari Robson.
I made a mistake as well. That is not the 2-hole hitter. That's the 3-hole hitter. Their starting pitcher, Taylor Carver.
Batter number 24, Molly Shear.
Dutch Girls still have 2 outs, but the Bearcats have first and third as a courtesy runner comes in for the pitcher on first base.
I'm not going to lie, I don't watch too many softball games, but here in the first and third situation in baseball, it's almost an automatic steal on the first pitch. But with the bases being a little bit closer and everything, I don't know if that's a...
Well, the Dutch Girls have stolen second quite often today, but I actually have not seen the Bearcats do it as often. So from the zoomed out view here, you can see runners on first and second, or first and third. We'll see the leadoff that they get here. That ball's going to be smacked into center field, but that's okay because we got Cam Ryerson out there. She's making all kinds of plays for these Dutch Girls as they go to the bottom of the 5th now, tied 3-3. Looking to jump on top here.
Just watching the past 2 innings with Cam out there in center gives a very similar feeling to Jaden out there where you almost say thank you whenever they hit the ball to center field.
Yes. Yeah, it's nice whenever you have that person out on defense that when the ball's hit there, you don't even have to watch. You can breathe a sigh of fresh relief.
Oh, yeah, just start going to the next thing that you got to do.
Yeah, and I would say, I think Chris could probably speak to this as well. Shea Abernathy at shortstop has made a lot of fantastic plays today, too. I've had a lot of confidence with the ball hit shortstop's direction. What are your thoughts, Chris?
She's been looking pretty good out there at short. Quick hands. Good throws so far.
Absolutely.
Anytime you have sure people up the middle, it makes it a lot easier because a lot of balls go up the middle.
Right. I mean, as a batter, that's kind of where you're trying to go for the most part. Obviously, you're going to go with the pitch, but for the most part, you're trying to shoot it right back up the middle. Take a moment to remember today's date. Today is 9/11. Coach Kemp, how old were you on September 11th, 2001?
I think I was in kindergarten.
Kindergarten. I was a 4th grader. Do you have any vivid?
Kind of old.
You have any vivid memories from that day?
Not really. I mean,
too young for it at that point.
Yeah. I mean, I remember like school getting like out early that day, and I was confused. But no, I didn't really understand what was going on until probably right around 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Whenever I fully kind of grasped the significance of what happened.
Yeah, when big events happen in history or in our individual lives, there's interesting things that we remember specifically from those days. And I can even remember what I had for lunch that day. I can remember more about that day probably than any other day in 4th grade for sure. But definitely one of the tragic days in American history. And today is Patriot Day, and we remember the lives lost and also all the first responders who went in on that day and try to save as many lives as they possibly could. So
their heroism.
Heroism, yes. I told a story in class today. Our teacher, whenever I was in 4th grade, made us write letters to police officers and firefighters after that, and they sent them off. And I have to imagine at that point in time, well, 1, they were extremely busy, and 2, they probably got tons of letters. But my birthday is September 23rd, and shortly after September 23rd, the teacher actually got a response from one of the police chiefs of one of the precincts there, and he actually wrote me a letter back thanking me for the letter, and then also sent me a New York City police badge. And I remember I thought that was super cool as a kid, and I still have that to this day. So there's good people out there. And I think that's what I choose to remember on this day. We head to the bottom of the 5th here. Box score goes... The Bearcats got the scoring off, started off with a run in the top of the 1st. The Dutch Girls responded with 2 in the bottom of the 1st. Dutch Girls would get another run in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Hermann would respond with 2 in the top of the 4th. As we go into the top or the bottom of the third now with a score of 3-3, the Dutch girls look to jump on top with Shea Abernathy leading things off.
New pitcher on the mound here, also number 14.
Shea shoots one right down the first base line. She's going to turn and go for two. She's going to have to get down, and she does. She slides in safe with a double after a great shot down the first base line.
A little piece of hitting there.
Absolutely. So one pitch, and the Dutch girls show that they're ready to bat here in this bottom of the fifth inning.
Next batter is number 7, Ryan Miller.
It's going to bring the leadoff hitter, Ryan Miller, up to the plate. One thing that's a lot different from baseball that Chris and I have been talking about, Coach, is the feet in the batter's box. A lot of movement.
Yeah.
I think she's the only lefty in their lineup, but every at bat she's been stepping forward.
I think she's a slap hitter.
Yeah, she tried to lay down a couple bunts earlier. There's one. That's just
a little foul.
Little foul, but
little backspin right there. It's always the hard part about playing on turf. Spin, and it's like increased.
count moves to 0-2. Nobody down here but a Dutch girl on second base.
We'll go ahead and stay in this view right now so you can see the runner get the lead off and then the batter and pitcher as well.
Ball way outside there.
Good leave there.
You see Shea working really hard there at second. One thing that I like to look at as a coach is the infield's movement. Shortstop moves to cover third pretty much after the pitch is received every time.
Good job getting the runner over there. That's huge. Get a runner to third base with less than 2 outs.
Yeah, especially at this point in the lineup, we bring in the 2-hole hitter, Cam Ryerson, and then the 3-hole hitter, which is, for us,
Claire Oswald, I think, was
Claire Oswald, who hit a scorching double off the left field fence. It's Cam right now, the 2-hole, but Claire Oswald's in the 3-hole.
Oh, I gotcha.
Well, that one gets away, and Shea's coming, and she's going to score. And that is going to give the Dutch girls the lead here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Great base running there by Shea Abernathy, not only scoring there, but also taking the extra base on her hit down the first base line.
1-0 count for Cam here. Bases are now empty. It's going to be a strike on the outer third of the plate. Evens the count up at 1-1. See if she can get back on and keep the inning alive for the Dutch girls.
Swung on and missed there. Takes count to 1-2.
Put into play to the third baseman. She fires across the infield for the out. That'll be 2 down for the Dutch girls, with Claire Oswald coming up to the plate.
Chris touched on at the beginning of the inning, we do have a new pitcher for the Bearcats. Give a shout out to Taylor Carver. She pitched the first 4 innings of this game and did a great job for Hermann. And now on the mound is number 4, Kimber Hale. And she's come in throwing lots of strikes and being very competitive on the rubber as well. I got to quit calling it the mound. It's not the mound.
That's all right. Circle?
Yeah.
The circle.
Circle.
Oh, got her with the off-speed pitch there.
Brings the count to 0-2. Dutch girls didn't see very many off-speed pitches with that first pitcher. She was very fastball heavy.
Yeah, it seemed like she tried to
overpower. It's a foul ball into the home bullpen.
The off-speed pitches that she did throw, it seemed that she didn't have a good grip on. She wasn't able to get them across the plate for a competitive pitch usually.
It's going to be a ball high. 1-2 count here.
Coach Kemp, are you good with the different names of the pitches in softball? I know we got
You got a riser, you got a fastball, you got a curveball, you got a changeup.
Strike 3, running to first, and she's going to be safe. Reaches first on the drop third.
There's not a whole lot of, there's a drop ball. There's not a whole lot of different names except for rise ball, drop ball. There's still a curveball, changeup.
Chris had brought that up earlier, so there's no curveball to drop ball.
Well,
there is a
curveball is like a slider, I think.
No, they have a slider, or a drop ball is kind of like a splitter.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the
Like it's kind
curveball,
of
isn't it like
It goes down.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cleanup hitter here for the Dutch girls. Hits the ball to the first baseman. She's going to shovel it to the
That's going to be a third out of the inning.
second baseman for the third out.
I think the Hermann coach was wanting that first baseman just to take it herself.
Oh, absolutely. Once again, you're within 3 steps of the bag. Just take it yourself.
Yeah.
Creates less
Eliminate
confusion.
Yeah.
Too close for a transfer, right, or too close for a little shovel pass. A lot of ways to go wrong there.
Coach Howard was telling me last night at open field we're going to have to move to the double base within the next couple years for baseball.
Correct. So they want us to do it this year, but we have to do it by next season, so the 2027 season.
So for those listening at home, what we mean by the double base is down the first base line, they're wanting to institute basically a runner's base and a fielder's base, kind of like you see in softball here. And I mean, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but the entire emphasis just on player safety, correct?
Yeah.
Avoid collisions, basically collisions is the main thing.
Yeah, and honestly, collisions are a lot more common and a lot more dangerous at the upper levels whenever people get a little bit faster, a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, like in college, minor leagues, and pro ball. But obviously, limiting player-to-player contact is going to be the best safety option in everybody.
Right. Yeah, I would say some baseball traditionalists would probably turn their nose up at it, but whenever it's at the
They do about everything.
Yeah, they're going to do. Speaking of baseball traditionalists, I think a lot of people had an issue with the pitch clock whenever it first got instituted. But as a guy who's been watching baseball my entire life, I love it because I think it helps the pace of play so much better.
Oh, for sure. And then I really like the bullpen rule, where they have to throw 3 batters unless they end an inning.
Yeah, that kind of killed guys like Ray King and Steve Klein.
Yeah, but those dudes have always been able to get both sides out. It's just took away the specialty of it.
Right.
Just made more people more versatile.
Yeah, and I personally like that as well. All right, we're about to get started here in the top of the 6th. Dutch girls trying to cling on to this 4-3 lead here that they have over the conference rival, the Hermann Bearcats. We'll go ahead and go to that Cam behind home plate.
Oh, pitch is swung on and missed. Abram Kelly gets ahead in the count 0-1.
That looked like a nice little changeup right there.
Cape in her second inning of work now.
A little inside there. Brings the count to 1-1. Hit to the shortstop, Shea Abernathy.
Unfortunately, a little bobble there cost her, but it's all good. Kept the ball in front.
Olivia Whithouse for Hermann hustling down the line is able to leg that out to get the leadoff hitter aboard for the Bearcats.
So that's one of those things where I think it's a lot different in like softball and baseball. Like if we had a hard hit ball like that, bobble a little bit, we still have time to get that out.
Absolutely.
And that runner's probably thrown out by still 10 feet.
Yeah.
Not as much
Room for error.
The Jansen Leb. Slide in front of it, knock it down,
and then throw 25 miles an hour over first base. The moon ball.
Good block there by Oswald. She keeps that one in front of her, keeps a base runner at first. I have to say, I think these Bearcats have really respected Oswald behind the plate as a catcher because they haven't really ran much.
It's going to be hit to the third baseman off the glove. Both runners are going to reach safely. First and second here for the Bearcats, nobody down.
Coming to the plate now is the 7-hole hitter, Allison Brown. She had the at-bat last time through where she fouled a ton of pitches off.
That was off Keeney. We'll see how she does off Kelly here.
So one thing that I will say, I think Keeney throws a little bit harder, but I think what we're seeing with Kelly is that Cabron is maybe mixing her pitch speeds up a little bit more.
Also a little bit, changing locations a little bit more.
Yeah.
And out, up, down.
We'll go ahead and leave you here at the behind the plate view by Evan Boyer so you can see that runner at second as well in frame.
I got to get going to a football team meal, but it's been fun. Chat, if you guys are there, go ahead and leave a comment on who you think can throw more strikes. Me, Coach Kemp, who played college baseball, has over 200 innings in college baseball and 200 strikeouts.
Oh, boy.
Cut misses the mark. The runner from third is going to come
third.
home, and she's going to score.
It's going to give the Bearcats a lead there on the error by the Dutch girls. It's going to make the score 5-4.
That's a tough one there as a center fielder trying to go ahead and make that hero throw home. You just got to really make sure that ball is cuttable. And
Unfortunately, that one wasn't.
no, it was a little bit of a misfire there, but
Yeah, but if you wanna drop a message there in the chat, I guess my sales pitch is I don't throw hard.
once again we have to throw over 70 miles an hour, so none of his pitches are going to register. And this is a 100-pitch bullpen, so there you go.
Hey, I just want the chat to know that the last time that we had a scrimmage where the coaches pitched, I gave up 0 runs, and Kip gave up a bomb to Ethan Reed.
And he
Hashtag never forget.
he threw against the freshman kids.
Whoa, not the freshman kids.
Oh no, it was the freshman kids.
No, it was the
Oh, it was-
JV.
oh,
The
was it?
JV. You
Oh,
threw the
was it?
varsity, I threw the JV.
And I gave up 1 run
And I gave up a shutout.
with the freshman defense behind me.
Hey, you know what?
And
That is true.
22 strikeouts.
Next up for the
You did strike a lot of them out. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I don't live by the
That's a lot-
strikeout.
yeah, because you can't.
All right, thanks for joining us, Coach Kemp.
Ball gets past Oswald. The runner from second is going to advance to third. Counts 1-0. 5-4 here with the Bearcats leading.
We got a good ball game here today.
Hit
That
up
one's-
into the air. It's going to stay in play, but
Not able to get to it.
brings the count to 1-1.
Dutch Girls still searching for this first out here in the top of the 6th.
There you go. Fouled off by the Bearcat batter. Brings the count to 1-2.
To the 16 viewers that are with us right now, we appreciate you guys joining in. Hope you guys have been able to enjoy some of this ball game here. It's been a beautiful day. And both the Bearcats and the Dutch Girls have played very well. Cabron Kelly's able to get the first out of the inning here with a strikeout.
We're at the 9-hole of the Bearcats lineup here. I believe. Lefty up at the plate. Ball high and inside.
right now is number
You are
6,
correct.
Harper Priest.
Harper Priest is the 9-hole hitter for these Dutch Girls. So you know Kelly is going to be trying to come.
I'd go right after her here.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a ball low. 2-0.
Still got that runner on third, and that's a big run for the Bearcats that they're going to try to get across.
That one's going to find the zone. Brings the count to 2-1.
Being able to, if we could get a strikeout here, that would be huge.
Oh,
Kelly finds a strike zone again, throws down to third. Unable to make a play down there on a tag.
she definitely got a favorable call there on the outside of the plate. I would try and go back there. The umpire's going to call it.
It's going to be a huge pitch right here.
Throws the first runner
Runner on
coming
first is coming home. Ari's not able to get rid of it soon enough, and that runner is going to score. Move the score to 6-4. That's a huge run for the Bearcats.
Next up for the Lady
Got to tip your hat to the
Bearcats,
9-hole hitter. She put the ball in play and gave her
5-1
chance team to
hole.
score, and her team a chance to score, and that's exactly what they did. Cabron now goes to work with an empty base path. It's going to be
Skied into the air. That one's going to not quite get out of play, but unable to be reached by the Dutch Girls. We're back at the top of the lineup here as the Bearcats have 2 outs.
Hit your cut!
There's the 0-1 pitch. Smoked into left field.
off
Off the middle upper third of the fence. That's going to be a stand-up double for the leadoff hitter, but she comes
Oh, and he
off the
puts a
base.
tag on her.
She rounded second base and was tagged out.
Great heads-up play there by shortstop Shea Abernathy. Quick hands, was able to lay the tag on and get the runner at second, who couldn't have come closer to hitting that ball out here.
Yeah, just by the looks of this game, I'd have to imagine there's more home runs in softball than there is in baseball in a typical year.
Oh, absolutely. I can't remember the exact number, but I got to see Addie Wright. She hit, my goodness.
I want to say it was close to 15.
It was a lot, yeah. She was a threat anytime she was in the batter's box. Yeah, baseball as far as power hitting goes, especially early in the season when it's colder, is very difficult. You don't see a ton of home runs hit, especially in, late March.
The dimensions at this field, as far as a baseball field, aren't very big, but the wind nearly always blows in from left center field, or at least across the field. It makes it pretty difficult to get it out on those windier spring days.
Yeah. Yeah, we do get a lot of wind in the spring. As we move here into the bottom of the 6th inning, the Bearcats managed to take the lead in the top of the 6th, scoring 3 runs to move the score to 6-4. Dutch girls look to respond here. Hannah Keeney batting first.
Up to bat for the
She's the 5-hole hitter. Following her will be Ari Robson and Lainey Moss. Dutch girls look to get something started here. Back on the mound this inning is number 4, Kimber Hale. She did pitch last inning, gave up 1 run to the Dutch girls, and Dutch girls looking to get at least another one back.
It's going to be a strike to start off the out at bat.
Pretty good sized crowd here today at the field.
It's going to be a base hit to right center field. That's going to find the gap. She's going for 2. She makes it there standing up. Close play.
Dutch girls are fired up as they got their leadoff hitter aboard at second. Looks like we might be having a courtesy, or I guess it's not a courtesy at this point since she's not currently pitching. Probably a pinch runner. And number 2 for the Dutch girls.
That's Cabrin Kelly, so I don't know if that
Cabrin Kelly, who's
she's pitching right now. I guess that she can sub in.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice luxury to have. So we'll go to the behind the plate cam so you can see the runner at second, who is now Cabrin Kelly, who's entered the game for Hannah Keeney, who hit the leadoff double. Ari Robson digs in at the plate, trying to inch the Dutch girls closer here in this tight ball game.
No balls, no strikes, no out here on Ari Robson. It's going to be a strike on the lower outer third of the plate. 0-1. Dutch girls could really use a couple runs this inning. Fouled back, brings the count to 0-2.
Camera's drifting down there a little bit, but Evan's doing a good job getting it back lined up. Got a great shot there. It's a beautiful day here.
0-2 pitch on the way. Fouled off again. We'll have to see if the Bearcat pitcher decides to break out an off-speed pitch. Lots of room up the middle. Ooh,
Rung up on the outside pitch.
Yeah. Just caught the outer edge of the plate. That's a tough one.
It's a good pitcher's pitch.
number 6, Lainey Moss.
One down here for the Dutch girls. Still have Cabrin Kelly out there on second base. First pitch comes in as a strike. 0-1. She's really working the outside part of the plate. The Dutch girls need to be able to jump on that pitch. She goes to it again, but misses outside. 1-1. Coach Kopelman called a play there, it looked like. They're going to steal. Cabrin Kelly steals third base there.
We've got a 1-2 count here, and the main thing is Laney needs to put this ball in play somewhere.
Any ball in play is going to score that runner at third.
And she puts one right in play to the second baseman.
Fielded cleanly for the out, but the run does score, making it a 6-5 ball game.
Shout out to Lainey Moss for getting the job done there and getting the runner across.
Next batter, number 1,
Senior Trinity Rossi coming to the plate now.
Oh, pitch on the way. It's going to be high and outside.
Trinity Rossi, number 8 hitter for these Dutch girls.
It's a fly ball.
Oh, just out the outstretched arms of the first baseman.
The ball went into foul territory, but just got past the first baseman. Another chance here for Rossi. A 1-1 count. Dutch girls need a few more base runners. Don't want to be going into the bottom of the 7th losing. It's going to be low. 2-1 count here.
Dutch girls have positioned themselves to be able to have the top of the lineup get to come back through again based on where we are in the lineup right now, and at least one more time in this game.
Looks like Shea Abernathy over on deck.
She's the 9-hole hitter for the Dutch girls.
She got a hit last at bat, I believe, a double, right? To right center. I want to say, that was right down the line, first baseline, actually.
Yes.
2-2 count here.
Had some English on it. Stayed foul.
Yep, it looked like it might have spun back, but
You know, I wonder why is it had some English on it? Why English? Why can't it be another language?
English,
Had some English on it.
I don't know.
I wonder what a little French looks like.
Hard hit ball to the shortstop. She double pumps, but still manages to get the out at first. Good swing there, just right to the defender.
All right, we now head to the top of the 7th inning here. We would like to say thanks to all of the viewers who have tuned in. We've got some great crew today. I'll run through the crew again one more time. On the camera that you were seeing right here behind home plate is Mr. Evan Boyer. He's done a great job all game. I know he's battling some heat out there because of the sun. There's not a lot of shade in the pot he's standing, so thank you, Evan, for all your contributions to the broadcast today. The scoreboard that you see in the bottom right has been operated the entire time by senior Ella Atkinson. And then alongside with me on the commentary has been Chris Allen, his first game broadcasting. Chris, we're almost to the end of it here now. What are your thoughts on broadcasting?
Broadcasting, I've had a good time. Don't know a whole lot about softball, but I know enough about baseball, I think, to...
Oh, you should have heard me and Coach Dave our first time doing volleyball. You want to talk about people that don't know anything? Oh, boy. But, you know what? We made it through. Oh, yes. Me and Sam Guerrero for the first track meet was another one. I was always a baseball player, so I don't know a lot about track. I know there's a ton of moving parts, but Chris, I would grade your performance in your first broadcasting debut as an A. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
Consistent conversation and a good job portraying what's going on out in the field.
Is Kimber Hale, number 4.
Oh, count here to start off the top of the 7th. It's going to be a strike on the outside part of the plate.
Kimber Hale is the number 2 hitter, so it looks like we got 2, 3, 4 here for the Bearcats as we look to try to get to the bottom of the 7th. Kimber hits a hard one right at our second baseman. Ball rolls all the way to the fence. Dutch girls get it in.
It's going to be a stand-up double again here to start off the top of the 7th for the Bearcats.
Brings in the 3-hole hitter, Taylor Carver, who was the starting pitcher to start this game. She did a great job on the mound for the Bearcats. Went 4 innings, gave up 3 runs.
Dutch girls could really use a few strikeouts here as I've seen so far. If the ball gets in play, the runners are most likely advancing.
Yeah, a strikeout would be huge.
Ball in play. Oh.
Might have been able to just turn and tag. She was running right at her.
Yeah, the Bearcat runner goes right behind the third baseman there. But she does get the out at first to...
24, Molly Shear.
In baseball, the rule is if you're playing third, or if you're running on second and the ball's hit to your right, you don't want to run because you don't want to run into an out. But I didn't have a great view on that. Maybe Dallas was playing further in and would have had a chance to make that play. I'm not 100% sure.
That ball's smoked into center field as Cam Ryerson makes the
Ryerson,
sliding catch.
great play.
No tag at third base. She definitely left early. Go to third.
They're going to throw over to third and check it.
She did not tag on time.
Oh, well.
Let's see it. Let's see a replay on that one.
Okay, I'll hit it.
Next batter, number
Hopefully we can
16,
see the.
Olivia
So-
Woodhouse.
It was definitely close.
Oh, I caught it out of the corner of my eye, but I thought she left early. But
We'll look at it one more time after this half inning. But that does make the score 7-5. So basically what we're looking at in that replay, we'll check it again in the half inning, is if the runner on third waited until the ball was caught by the center fielder. And first off, a big shout out to Cam Ryerson. That was a great play out in center field on that ball to be able to make the catch to begin with. But the Bearcats were able to get the job done and get that leadoff double across the plate to get that very important second run for this lead.
that pitch is just going to miss, bringing the count to 2-0. A little low, a little inside, I guess, there. Fouled off. 2-1 count. 2 down here. As the Dutch girls try and get to the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing by 2. Two-one pitch on the way. Fouled out of play.
Oh, wow, hit right into a cooler. Hit the cooler, bounced right out. I bet she can't do that again.
2-2 count. 2 outs here. Slow off-speed pitch popped up into the air. Shea Abernathy camps under it for the 3rd out.
All right, Chris, you want to come see this with me here? I'll make the screen a little bit bigger for us. I'm going to steal the mouse for just a second there, Ella. All right, here's the replay again, guys. I think it was definitely close.
Yeah, it was closer than I realized when I was watching it live, but probably not close enough to call. We had, I don't know if you were broadcasting.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Was that against Hermann also? I don't remember.
I think it was that same game. It was very long. There were some calls that were definitely missed, and that happens sometimes. It's not easy to make all the correct calls out here. Don't have the same advantages as big crews like you see professional sports or instant replays. But yeah, there was a couple calls in that game that probably could have affected the outcome had they gone the other way.
Well, I want to say it was a diving play by Jaden in the outfield. Either Jaden or it would have been our left fielder. It might have been Adam that game. But
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I will say is if you are interested in becoming an official, always looking for officials, you can go to misha.com or misha. Just search Misha. I can't remember what the ending of the URL is, but go to Misha, and we're looking for officials in any sport. And as a fan, the best thing that we can do is support all of our officials because they do not have an easy job. The crew today has done a nice job.
I've got my fair share of experience umping some Little League games and haven't always been on the good side of the parents. I tend to have a big zone.
Yeah.
But
Well, when you're doing a Little League game, you need to, and that ball's going to be ripped to the shortstop. Shortstop makes a good play, fires over to first. Dutch girls are down to their final 2 outs of this one.
leadoff hitter here, number 7.
Number 7, Ryan Miller.
Dutch girls need to start a rally here with 1 down in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch on the way. Smacked into center field. That's going to be a single for Ryan Miller.
Miller's had a great start to this game. She's got multiple base hits, scored at least, I know the first run for one, but she's had competitive at-bats every time up, I feel like, Chris.
I agree. We've got number 2 hole hitter. We've got really the heart of the Dutch girls lineup here, and they need them. Pitch to Cam Ryerson. Hit up the middle.
Gonna get
past
through.
the shortstop. Ryan's going to go to third base safely, and Cam's going to advance to second on the missed cut.
Yeah, the center fielder probably wishes she had that one back and able to get to the shortstop instead of going all the way to third. Now a base hit by the 3-hole hitter, senior Clara Oswalt, ties this thing up.
Got a potential for a walk-off homer here.
Ooh, that would be something, wouldn't it? What do you say, Claire?
Pitch on the way.
Swings at the first pitch and it's a foul low. Chris, you're going to take the call on a ball in play. It's all you.
Ball in play.
Remember, home runs aren't cute.
I try and do a good one. Pitch to Claire. High and outside here. 1-1 count. One down.
The joke there is Chris hit a home run in a high school game. We were calling that game, and the girl that was on the announcing with me, go ahead.
Ball in play to the first baseman. Scores a run, advances the runner Cam Ryerson to third base, but now the Dutch girls, are down to their final out with cleanup hitter Dallas Miller up at the plate.
To finish that story, as Chris was making his way home, the whole team was there waiting for him, and the girl I had announcing up here with me, she said something along the lines of, "I'm going to cry, this is so sweet," or something like that, because all the teammates were there to greet Chris at the home plate, which is quite a humorous call to make as an announcer. But
0-1 count here on Dallas. Comes the pitch. Smoked into right field. That's going to tie the ball game up. Single for Dallas Miller, scores Cam Ryerson. We have a 7-7 ball game here in the bottom of the 7th.
And the Millers have been a absolute nuisance for these Bearcats, as they have had a very good game, both of the sisters.
Runner on first, Hannah Keeney at the plate.
All right, Chris, what do you think the odds of Dallas stealing second are right now, early in the count?
I know her sister appears to be pretty quick. I haven't seen any sure competitive throws yet. So as a base runner, which I don't get to do,
we're going to go ahead and go to the out view here because I think we're going to be seeing a steal here pretty early, and we did not.
That's going to have to be a quick play. We're going to go to extra innings here.
So our first softball game of the year is going to be one that goes to extras. I can't remember who left off for Hermann. Who made the final out last inning? I know that we saw Hale and Carver.
I'd like to say they're 4-hole.
So it might be, we'll be able to tell you here in just a moment, but as we go to a little bit of bonus softball here, got to tip our hats to both teams. Got a 7-7 ball game after 7 innings here on a pretty well-played game. I think there's been one walk in this game and not many errors. So a lot of balls put in play, and honestly, not a ton of strikeouts either. So we've seen a lot of action.
Yeah, not a ton of strikeouts. I think we've had maybe one error, a few miscuts, but you'll have that.
You know, and that's exactly what you want to see from an Owensville-Hermann game. A good rivalry, and that's the way it should be. We choose the games that we do for the broadcast. We try to do as many conference games as we can, and obviously Hermann's a member of the Four Rivers Conference, and this will count to conference records. So great job by both teams, and we hope we have a great finish here. Hopefully one that ends with a Dutch girl winner.
Most often, any Owensville-Hermann game, regardless of the sport or the year, is going to be competitive, intense.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Big rivals. Football, they've got that Gasconade County trophy that they take back and forth depending on who wins, but it's been a few years since the Dutchmen have had that. So,
absolutely, and you know, there's no secret about it. The Owensville School District is a little bit larger as far as numbers wise. So I, as a coach and Owensville resident, Owensville fan, I'm always very impressed with the fact that despite lower class sizes, Hermann is always competitive. They're a class lower than us in sports, but they play up really well.
Yeah, they do. That ball's smoked to left field. Caught by Ryan Miller for the first out of the inning. About 10 feet into the outfield grass there. going to be a ball high and outside here. One down for the Dutch girls. Kelly gets back into the count. 1-1 here on number 12 for the Bearcats, Allison Brown.
And if I remember correctly, Chris, didn't Keeney go 4 innings in this game on the mound? Or
4. That sounds right. That's going to be high. 2-1.
And now Cabron is on her 4th inning of work. So the Dutch girls really have so far split the duties in this game. And it makes you wonder if they have to go somewhere else, who's next?
Yeah, I'm not too sure all the pitchers that the Dutch girls have. Kelly gets even in the count again. 2-2 here.
I feel like I've seen Shea Abernathy pitch at some point, maybe last year or something like that, but I'm not 100% certain.
Pitch on the way.
Oh, and got the outside part of the corner. Great pitch there from Kelly. Get the second out of the inning here. Dutch girls are primed and ready to go to the bottom half, only need 1 run.
Beautiful pitch there. Painted the outside corner. It's been the spot to go against right-handed batters for both sides. There's a swinging strike 1 to lead off the 3rd batter of the inning for the Bearcats. Popped up into the air. First baseman Ari Robson under it.
Oh!
And that's going to be a foul ball. She had the ball in her glove in foul territory, but it bounced out.
Also, just for the viewers at home, this is the 8-hole hitter for the Bearcats. So if you're looking ahead to potentially a 9th inning, it would be nice to be able to start the 9th inning off with the 9-hole batter. So this is an important at bat right here.
That was a great off-speed pitch there. Didn't quite get the batter to bite, but really sets up a high fastball here.
And that's going to be it right there as Kelly gets her to strike out looking. And the Dutch girls head to the top, the bottom half of the 8th with a chance to walk this thing off. A walk-off is something that we've never captured on video before. So that would be quite an experience here at the ball field tonight. So we will see. Batting for the Dutch girls, I believe, is going to be Ari Robson leading things off. It'll be Ari Robson, Lainey Moss, Trinity Rossi, assuming there's no substitutions. And for the Bearcats, it looks like number 4, Hale, is back out onto the circle to pitch again this inning, which this would be Hale's 4th or 5th inning. Did she go? Did Carver go 4?
That sounds about right. I think her and Keeney both pitched about the same amount.
I think so too, yeah. On a hot day too, people are starting to get a little bit tired out there. I coach middle school cross country, and I've been reminding my kids to drink lots of water as they have to run their meet Saturday morning, and it's been hot, and it's going to be hot again Saturday. I say Saturday morning, but they run at like noon, so it's going to be warm then.
It is going to be close to 95. Not cross-country weather.
Chris, you were a pretty good cross-country runner for me in middle school.
Yeah, I tried it out for a year. First pitch to Ari Robson. It's going to be a ball outside. 1-0 to lead us off here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch on the way. Fouled off the mask of the catcher. 1-1 here on Ari Robson.
What did he?
1-1 pitch. Hit over the shortstop's head. That's going to be a single for Ari Robson to lead off the inning. Big opening base runner for the Dutch girls here.
Next batter, number 6, Lainey Moss.
Lainey Moss up at the plate, number 6. She is a junior at OHS. See if she can keep this inning rolling. Bunt laid down beautifully.
Oh, and the runner's not there, and it's thrown away.
Wild throw. That's going to score Ari Robson. And that's going to be a walk-off winner for the Dutch girls.
That's the ball game. That's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
Overthrow of first base on a bunt by Laney Moss. Scores Ari Robson all the way from first base.
And the Dutch girls are going to come away with a big conference win over rival Hermann Bearcats by a score of 8-7. As you see the handshake line going through, good sportsmanship by both teams, great game by both teams. Got to tip your hat to the Bearcats because they played a great game as well. Robson scores the game-winning run. And the Dutch girls go home winners. On a bunt. On a bunt, that is correct. I'm going to get Evan up here. We'll do our sign-off. Thanks, everybody, tuning in. Chris, go ahead and give your final analysis.
Final analysis, good game both ways. Lots of quality softball. Fairly high-scoring game. Exciting way to end it off, and I've had a good time broadcasting tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining. It takes a lot of people to make all these broadcasts happen. We had a good crew last Friday night for the football game. We got a great crew today for the softball game. We're very fortunate. We're going to go ahead and pop over here to the camera here in the press box. We'll get our sign off, and then we will get out of here. All right. All right, guys, jump in here.
Yo. How far?
Oh, my goodness. It's
Can't see myself.
yeah, the sun is not helping us. Give me 1 second.
Dylan, get in here. Dylan, he helped me. Bro, I was so I was sweating so bad out there in the sun, and it's killing me. Like I swiped the back of my neck, and I was like, oh. I know.
All right, the people who helped make this broadcast happen on the left side of your screen there, Chris Allen, eating some McDonald's fries. He was the voice that you heard making those final calls there towards the end of the game. Right here in the center here in the white shirt, Evan Boyer did a great job on the cams that you got to see from behind home plate. And then right here on the left is Miss Ella Atkinson. She did a great job on the scoreboard, keeping the score up to date. Thank you guys for all of your help. And to everybody that tuned in to watch and listen, we appreciate you. We'll have another broadcast of a volleyball game next week.